Yes, Dr. Griffin and I we founded the Consensus Panel in 2011, and we invited 23 researchers, 6 PhDs and 3 attorneys, 3 journalists, a medical doctor, 3 engineers, and we got together and we reviewed 37 official claims of the official story. And we use a medical model in which we're all blind to one another while we're looking at the evidence. David and I will draft a statement against the official story, and these 23 panel members will review it and give us feedback, and then we'll incorporate that feedback and send it out again. And we do that 3 times until we get 85% agreement from our 23 members. And then we publish the point. And the points we've created to date completely support the work of Richard Gage and his architects and engineers. But we also go further. We've looked at the hijackers. We've looked, for example, in Dulles Airport, there were 300 video cameras running the morning of 9/11, all over the airport. Not one of them got a single picture of any of the hijackers, the 5 hijackers that left. And this was evidence from a contractor who actually looked at all this footage. It took him a whole month with the FBI watching over his shoulder. And I just happened to find that online. It was in a magazine about how you do, it was to do with these surveillance type of magazine, and this guy just happened to say, I had the job of looking through all this footage. And we know that there was no photographs. There was nothing. So all this about the hijackers, there's so much evidence that the hijackers probably were just patsies that never really made it onto the planes. Then there's a whole area of cell phone calls from the planes. That's just fascinating. There's been so much. We've done a lot of research on that. Is that better? So if you are interested in really informing yourself about what we call the best evidence, because the Delphi method that we use is actually used in medicine to create the best evidence in all areas of medicine. They have committees that review something like childhood ear rape, where you'll have 20 people in the medical field doing this Delphi method, and when they come out with the best evidence on childhood ear rape, it benefits the whole medical community worldwide. And that's why we selected the Delphi method. So you can trust the information that the 9/11 Consensus Panel has developed. We developed it so that the media would have an opportunity to trust something. You know, like I think when they finally get around to the 9/11 investigation, the work of the Consensus Panel will be really foundational, because nothing has been done like that. And we did it for the media and the public, and we've got 37 points now. And the other thing is that we've developed 8 points about what the top commanders, the top political figures, the Bush administration, and their top generals were doing that morning. And that is really interesting. We had to go into the archives of the 9/11 Commission, and we got the original interviews that the Commission did with all these generals. And those weren't published anywhere. They weren't even included in the 9/11 Commission. So we've got information that's not being seen anywhere in public in our consensus point. And it's really shocking. And so you can go online at consensus911.org. And down the left-hand side, you can see the panel members, there's 23 of us. You can see the honorary members. One of the honorary members is the honorary president of the Italian Supreme Court. He's the best-known living judge in Italy. He tried the Aldo Moro case and the assassination of one of the popes, an attempt in Italy. He tried both those cases. That put him right up there as the top judge in Italy. And he's an honorary member of the 9/11 Consensus Panel, as is the longest-serving member of the British House of Commons. Michael Meacher, really respected guy. So we've got top-notch people. Lynn Margulis, until her death about a year and a half ago, was on our list. They're right there on the website. So we have a great deal of credibility, but we're not well known because the media will not touch us. They're terrified of us.